Hi guys, so I'll show you how to make multiple requests in a loop with async await. So I have this is one medium blog which I have created, and I have mentioned all the steps. I have one GitHub sample repo which I'll give you so that you can refer and you can see how it is done. So I have come across where people find some difficulty to make multiple requests when using async and await. So I thought of just blog it and give the steps how to write it. Okay, so let me get into the code here. So you can see here this is a one Node.js sample repo where I have a one package.json where I have express module, access module. Okay, and the start command node server.js. So this is server.js, and I have server.js is basically my express server code I am writing here, and I have a model which is nothing but the handler which I have written here in the model. You can see, so the response are getting sent from here. Okay, so let me show you here in the server what I have. I have express here, the model imported here, and the app here, and these things you can ignore, but this is for chorus thing I have enabled. And I have a two rest call here on get and post. So get basically will return you the data which you can say an array of data. This is a get call data, you can see 1 2 3 4 in array. It will return, you can call it as a IDs, and the one is the post data. So in the post data, if you see here post data, what it does, it is take the request ID and it says that the status is okay for ID1. Okay, now if I go to the client code, I have a method here in post request in loop. Okay, and this is access I imported here. This is the URL localhost I start here. Okay, and the header, and this is a method it's getting called from here, and this is the async method, and you can see the await also. So async and await is basically introduced to overcome that then dot catch uh, methodology. So if you see then dot catch, it's from a chain when your calls your project become larger. So to avoid that thing, we have a async await, and using that you can solve that chaining problem. So when you use await, you have to use try and catch. Suppose success result, you get it here in the try, and the error comes here. Okay, so you can google it about the async await, and you will get to know this method. Okay, and then once you get the data, we will loop through this data, and for each value, each ID for this, and we want to get all the result in that array, which is nothing but the for each response we are adding to this result, and after that we are printing this result. So we will make sure that this doesn't get printed until unless this loop is not completed. Okay, so in the post call, this is the URL, you can see post, and this is the ID for each value. I'm sending the value data from here, and if you come here, the post call, I'm getting from the body this ID, and I'm printing here that ID. Okay, now, and here this is a config and access call I'm making here, post with await and the response, and then this response data I am attaching to the result, and then we will print this result here. Okay, so this way we will make sure, we are making sure that we can make n number of post call here, and once everything is done, it will come here. This one will execute once this section of code is completed. Okay, this way we are making sure that how to make multiple calls, request calls. You can see multiple request with async await. Okay, how to make it, so that we will make sure. So let me run it and I'll show you. Okay, so this I will let me start my server. The server is started and this is a client. Okay, let me show you. This is the client and you see here data from the backend which I got 1 2 3 4, and the result is all the results are added in the result, and after that only we are printing now send result by respond dot send. So you can see that this is not getting printed before this, okay, or in between this, that one call is done and after that it is not executing this code. It's executing when all everything is done here, okay, after that only. So this way we are making sure that code is sync executing sequentially here. Okay, but okay, so yeah, so you can come to this blog and you can see that steps and details also here referring, and this is one repo I have where I have this code. You can find this code here. Okay, I have attached the screenshot as well, right? Yeah. Okay, so if you like this, please click the like button and subscribe my channel for subsequent videos. Thanks.